love the school. The students are like really nice. The teachers, they really positive, and yeah.
Like the teachers at my old school, I never asked questions with my teachers. And now at this school, since my mom went here, so I basically know all the teachers that's here. So now I can express to what I'm feeling and what I need to ask.
My friends, because, the education is pretty good. The teachers are great, but my friends is the best part.
What I like most about Hammond Central is definitely the students, the people, all the people I met since I've been here, because I moved here from middle school. So the people have been great. I made a lot of memories since freshman year, sophomore year, all the years,
Some days you're gonna have days where you don't want to come, but like the days I come, it get funner and funner as I get in the older grade. But it's not easy, but when you do what you gotta do, it become easy. So it's really just chill for me.
Good. There's never any problems or nothing. And it's always good vibes. Everybody's chill.
I like the people. I like the community. I would definitely say it's fun. It's definitely creative. You definitely don't know what you're gonna get coming through the door every day. In a good way though. I would say it's safe, it's loving. It's definitely welcoming.
The teachers the most about the school. Yeah, I think my experience at Morton's pretty good. I don't have any complaints. Okay. The atmosphere is good here, and there's good people here.
Because when she teaches, it actually makes me want to actually try the things she teaches, because the way she does it is so inspiring to me.
Gov Nation, let's ride!
I love the school. The students are really nice. The teachers, they really positive, and yeah.
Like the teachers at my old school, I never asked questions with my teachers. And now at this school, since my mom went here, so I basically know all the teachers that's here. So now I can express to what I'm feeling and what I need to ask.
My friends, because, the education is pretty good. The teachers are great, but my friends is the best part.
What I like most about Hammond Central is definitely the students, the people, all the people I met since I've been here, because I moved here from middle school. So the people have been great. I made a lot of memories since freshman year, sophomore year, all the years,
Some days you're gonna have days where you don't want to come, but like the days I come, it get funner and funner as like I get in the older grade, but it's not easy, but like when you do what you gotta do, it become easy. So it's really just chill for me.
Good. There's never any like problems or nothing. And it's always like good vibes. Everybody's like chill.
I like the people. I like the community. I would definitely say it's fun. It's definitely creative. Like you definitely don't know what you're gonna get coming through the door every day. In a good way though. I would say it's safe, it's loving. It's definitely welcoming.
The teachers the most about the school. Yeah, in my experience, Morton's pretty good. I don't have any complaints. Okay. The atmosphere is good here, and there's good people here.
Because when she teaches, it like actually makes me want to actually try the things she teaches, because the way she does it is so like inspiring to me.
Gov Nation, let's ride!
I love the school. The students are like really nice. The teachers, they really positive, and yeah.
Like the teachers at my old school, I never asked questions with my teachers. And now at this school, since my mom went here, so I basically know all the teachers that's here. So now I can express.
Is it on? Good evening. Welcome to School City of Hammond's Tuesday, October 21st, 2025 regular school board meeting and public hearing. Call this public hearing to order. First agenda item, Mr. Salinas.
Good evening, everyone. Before we begin our official school board meeting, we are going to be having our public hearing, and we're going to call Mr. Daniel Dalton to the podium. Roll call, I believe.
Oh, roll call. Trustee Guerra? Present. Trustee Stafford?
Present.
Trustee Candelara?
Present.
Trustee Blake King? Present. We have a quorum. Thank you, Mr. Salinas.
Mr. Dalton, thank you very much.
So this is, can you hear me? This is the public hearing regarding the bus replacement plan, and also the same public hearing for the capital project plan, correct? And so the bus replacement plan and the capital project plan are required by the state statute to be approved each year by every school district in the state of Indiana. We have prepared drafts of our capital project plan and both of our bus replacement plan. And so at this point in time, I would welcome the opportunity for opening public comment on both of these plans. There's nothing that I really need to run through because both of these plans were involved in the agenda packet.
Thank you, Mr. Dalton. Do I hear anyone from the audience to speak on our bus replacement plan or our 2026 capital projects plan? Does anyone from the audience wish to speak? Is there anyone from the audience wish to speak? Hearing none, public comment is closed. So this portion of our public hearing is now adjourned. Now we're going to open to our regular school board meeting. Call to order. Let's stand for our Pledge of Allegiance, please. Thank you. Roll call. Trustee Guerra?
Present.
Trustee Stanford?
Present.
Trustee Candelara?
Present.
Trustee Blake King? Present. We have a quorum and we're ready to proceed. Mr. Salinas.
Thank you, Trustee Blake King. At this time, we would like to call Mr. Daniel Dalton to the podium. He will be presenting our monthly financial presentation. Mr. Dalton.
Thank you, Superintendent, and good evening, trustees. As in prior months, I am presenting on the monthly financial update. So through September 30th, if you might flip to the second page for me. As you will see here, the education fund, our September 30th cash balance was $24,237,040, and our projected December 31st, 25 cash balance is $22 million. Our debt service fund is currently negative $2.6 million. However, will be replenished with property tax funds, which will end the fund at a positive $3 million by the end of this current calendar year. In our operations fund, our current cash balance is $19.1 million. We anticipate to end the year with about $18.3 million. And in our rainy day fund, no changes there. Self-insurance fund, our current balance is $3.2 million, and our projected December 31st cash balance is $4.2 million if we make any additional transfers into that fund. Down below in that second chart, you can see the listing of the current balances for each of the title funds. Much of those, as I've said in previous months, are negative, but they're all reimbursement grants, which means we spend and then we ask for reimbursements. So to end the year, we anticipate many of those to be at a zero or positive cash balance. Moving forward to the next page, this chart shows the revenues and expenditures for the education fund. It's pretty stable across the board. You will notice that actually there's really nothing abnormal about this because the education fund is mainly payroll. And so it's pretty standard across each individual month. And please, next slide for me. This is the revenues and expenditures for the operations fund. You'll notice quite a substantial increase in June for a revenue that is property tax revenue, which occurs twice each year, June and December. Every other individual month, January through May and July through today, through September, pretty standard revenues and expenditures across the board. And if I'm moving too quick, feel free to stop me and ask any questions. Next page, please. Debt service fund. This one looks a little bit wonky, but that's because we pay debt service in January and July, but we get revenues in June and December. So this one looks a little bit kind of off balance. But the good news is we will have enough revenue in our debt service fund to afford our debt service obligations through the end of this current calendar year. So there is no concern there. And then this page is probably the most important one. This is our budget versus actual for those three funds I just went through. Under the education fund, you'll see we budgeted $95 million in 2025. We've spent roughly $60 million, leaving 37% of that budget remaining for the next 3 months. Debt service, we have paid almost all of our debt service obligations. Therefore, we only have 7% of the budget remaining. So again, no concerns there. Operations fund, we budgeted $30 million and we've spent $18 million through September. So 39% of our budget is remaining for the final quarter of this current calendar year. And so that concludes my September financial update. Are there any individual questions? Yes, thank you.
So what you're saying is when we get to December, it looks like we are going to be okay because we are controlling our expenses?
What I'm telling you is we are spending under the budget that was approved last year. Yes.
So we're trying to watch out for what we're spending.
Control
excellent.
spending.
That's excellent.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Are there any other questions from the board? Hearing none. Thank you, Mr. Dalton.
Thank you.
Mr. Salinas.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dalton. At this time, I'd also like to call up two very important leaders who are going to be recognizing our administrators. As you all know, this is Principal Appreciation Month, and who better to do that than our leaders who lead and inspire our elementary and secondary principals. I'd like to call up Dr. Denise Eisman, our Acting Director of Elementary Education, and then also Mr. Jeremy Hicks, our Acting Director of Secondary Education as well. Dr. Eisman, Mr. Hicks.
Good evening, President, board members, superintendent, ladies and gentlemen. When I call your name, please come forward to be recognized. Melinda Hawkins from Burns Hicks.
Woo!
Edison. Regina Roger Franklin. Ray Steve Harding. Mary Reichel, that's elementary. Jackie Ruiz from Irving Elementary. Alan Wells at Jefferson Elementary School. Taylor Garrison from Lincoln Elementary. And Jenny Denny from O'Bannon Elementary.
We also wanted to recognize the secondary principals. Most are in attendance, and we do have some people representative of the schools. So for Hammond Central High School, Principal D'Amica Harrison. In place, we have Mr. Bill Danko. For Eggers Middle School, Dr. Johnny Goodlow. For Scott Middle School, Jen Reisertz. And Morton High School Principal Christine Wheeler. So we wanted to celebrate our school principals and also our administrators, principals that work in the building. So we had composed something to read, if the board, if we're okay. In every hall and classroom of the school city of Hammond, there is an anchor of strength, a steady guiding light, and a champion, our school principals. During National Principals Month, we pause to honor the extraordinary leadership, unwavering commitment, and compassionate hearts of these individuals who shape our schools and shape our future. Each principal stands at the intersection of responsibility and opportunity, balancing the needs of students, teachers, families, and community. They arrive early and stay late, listen with empathy, decide with integrity, and act with vision. In the school city of Hammond, our principals do more than run buildings. They cultivate environments where students feel safe to explore, empowered to ask, and confident to grow. To our principals, thank you. Thank you for seeing the potential in each child, even when the path isn't clear. Thank you for rallying your faculty, for navigating challenges, for celebrating victories, both large and small. Thank you for believing that every student deserves someone who supports them, and for being that someone. As we recognize National Principals Month, let us raise our voices in appreciation. Let us celebrate the hearts and minds behind our schools, the principals who help turn buildings into communities, lessons into opportunities, and students into leaders. We are grateful. We are grateful for your leadership, your dedication, and your unwavering belief in the power of education. Here's to the principals of the school city of Hammond. You make the difference every day. Thank you.
Let's give them a standing ovation, please. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Salinas, for making this portion of our board meeting possible. It is important that we applaud the work that our principals do. We don't take it lightly. We are building, we are restoring, we are elevating because of each and every one of you. I am humbled and appreciative to know each and every one of you. I've been in all your buildings, and I appreciate what you do. Board members, anything you have to say?
Thank you. You guys are all amazing.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I would be remiss if we didn't ask, can we please have a picture? we need to get a
with the
picture of
crayons,
this
of
moment.
course.
Of course. You guys get to take pictures with the bright crayons tonight.
Yes.
Somebody will explain these, right, Trustee?
we gotta
Somebody will
capture
explain the
this
reason.
moment.
Someone will explain the rationale later.
We now have a special announcement. Attorney Harris, please.
Yes. Hopefully everyone can still take my announcement seriously despite the fact that I'm wearing a crayon costume. Well, thank you, Madam President, to the board and to the audience that's present. I'm pleased to report that on September the 5th, our acting superintendent, Mr. Salinas, took the required exam to obtain his superintendent's license. It's been a long 6 weeks as we waited for the results. However, on Friday, October the 17th, the results were released and we were informed that Mr. Salinas successfully passed the superintendent's exam on his first attempt.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So at this point, Mr. Salinas has officially applied for a permanent superintendent's license with the Indiana Department of Education, which will be issued within the next 2 weeks. On behalf of Mr. Salinas, he would like to thank everyone for their encouragement and their support. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Harris.
Thank you, Attorney Harris.
Moving on with our agenda, public expression. And Attorney Harris, I have a question. I just got an emergency call. Someone has to chair this meeting. Who would do that?
Your vice president? Who's not here?
Secretary.
The secretary would be the next officer.
No idea what I'm doing.
I'll help you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Be quick, please.
So our next agenda item is public expression. Trustee Stanford.
All right, our first speaker for public expression is Dr. Michaela.
Good evening, everyone. I feel like last time everyone was dressed up really well, and then I'm like, oh, I have to dress better, and then I showed up and everyone's dressed as a crayon. Next time I'll just start dressing up as a crayon preemptively. Congratulations on passing your exam.
Purple crayon?
Yes. Advance for purple crayons everywhere. I really hope now that we're having more discussions about superintendent's licensing and superintendent's exam, maybe we can revisit the conversation around having like a very, I know we had started it at one point and we got off to a couple of false starts, but I think this is a beautiful time to revisit having a very open superintendent search process at some point, right? Being able to have a number of candidates that we can talk to, and having Mr. Salinas be able to showcase himself as well for all those Purple Crayon folks out there. I do hope too, in my rush to dress so nicely and, barely make it here, I haven't yet had a chance to look at all of the things, especially because I found the agenda a little confusing, honestly, because I know we were supposed to have a public hearing portion, but then we're also supposed to have some other portion of the regular meeting, and I know in Gary we get kind of confused with the same thing, right? So I don't know what order everything's going to go in or whatever we're supposed to even be speaking about right now necessarily. But I do hope that we've paid attention to the hiring thing, because I really hope, and I don't know if we have people who can speak to financials again here tonight, that whatever shape we're in now, we can continue to grow on that moving forward. Because you never really can rely upon, the federal government and stuff, right? So, you have the funniest look on your face right now, and I'm trying to not keep laughing about the crayon thing. But having said all that, it's a really good time to start that process, because most of the time, you started in the fall of the year before. I mean, it just gives you time. It gives you time to do everything the right way. There's no rush. There's never rush. Because, your temporary license is good for until 2030 or something, right? So we can take our time. We can have a fully confident, kind of decision that's made with the public input and all the things that past boards would not do properly. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to see where things are headed. So, all right, thank you so much.
Thank you. The next speaker is Wanda Puckett.
Good evening. I got a question. Two. You can tell me I can do it now or the next section. First question I want to ask, the rumor going around on the street that we finna get rid of Kelly Service, and if we are, who gonna teach our kids? That's what the parents now are concerned about. If we do get rid of Kelly Service, y'all can't keep nothing from the community. The community find out everything anyway. Who is going to teach our kids? We know testing is coming up. We need qualified teachers in the classroom to test them kids now. We don't want anybody coming in. Because once they bring it to Ms. Wanda going to bring it to the mic. So anything y'all think y'all can get past me, you're wrong. Because I'm going to find out. Whether you want to know it or not, every school district, I know what's going on. Don't think I don't. So, if y'all gonna get rid of it, let us know. The parents know something before y'all do. Because we concerned about our kids getting that education. And who's gonna come in and take over. That's what we wanna know. Number two, School City got another job fair coming up. We would like to know, when is it? Because I have a couple parents asking about y'all job fair. They want to apply and attend the job fair. I'm sending them down here to 41 William Street. Where do I send them to? Because you got a lot of parents, we got a couple parents do want to apply for School City. Do I send them to 41 William Street or send them down there on Michigan and Columbia to that school down there? So y'all gonna let me know? Let me know. That's all I got to say.
Thank you. Oh, that's all. I'm sorry. That's the last speaker. I'm taking notes.
Thank you. Mr. Salinas.
Thank you. The next agenda item is unfinished business. There is no unfinished business tonight, so we will move on to the minutes.
Trustees, we have minutes to approve. What's your pleasure?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of items A, B, and C, the approval of the executive session minutes, September 2nd, 2025, September 23rd, 2025, September 30th, 2025, as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second by Trustee Guerra that we approve the executive session minutes for September 2nd, September 23rd, September 30, 2025. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Ayes have it. Okay, items D and E. What's your pleasure?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the school board meeting minutes of September 2nd, 2025, and September 23rd, 2025, as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second by Trustee Guerra for the approval of school board minutes, September 2nd, 2025, and September 23rd, 2025. And these are regular school board meetings. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you. Our next agenda item is our consent agenda. What's your pleasure, trustees?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of items A through E as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second to approve the consent agenda items, accounts payable, donations, extracurricular purchases, payroll, schedule, voucher, and personnel report. Are there any questions?
I would like to read the accounts payable docket register.
Trustee Stanford.
Dated October 21st, 2025, consisting of 147 pages. Total claims, $2,900,249.24. Total payroll, $2,454,319.66.
Thank you. Are there any other questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Abstain.
One abstention. Ayes have it. Is approved. Thank you. Okay, item 8, adoption of our 2026 budget. Mr. Salinas, you have any comments before we move forward?
At this time, we are going to request that the approval of the resolution for the budget appropriations, tax rates, our school bus replacement, capital projects, and these are all projects and resolutions that have been presented by Mr. Daniel Dalton for the public to be aware of.
Trustees, do I hear a motion?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the resolution for the 2026 budget appropriations and tax rates, item A as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second by Trustee Stanford. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Approval of Resolution 2026 school bus replacement. Do I hear a motion?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the resolution for the 2026 school bus replacement as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second by Trustee Stanford. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Approval of resolution for 2026 capital projects. Do I hear a motion?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the resolution for 2026 capital projects as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second by Trustee Stanford for the approval of resolution 2026. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Item D, approval of resolution for 2026 fund transfers. Do I hear a motion?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the resolution for 2026 fund transfers as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second by Trustee Stanford for the approval of resolution 2026 fund transfers. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Thank you. Mr. Salinas.
Thank you. The next item is new business for approval.
Approval of School City Hammond clerical contract.
Madam President?
Attorney Harris.
Yes. So the proposed clerical contract was distributed to the board and myself late this afternoon. I don't believe that the board, and I know myself, have not had a sufficient amount of time to review the final version of this agreement. And for that reason, I would encourage the board to table this matter until the next meeting.
Trustees, what's your pleasure? Do I hear a motion for to table?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move to table items A on the consent agenda under new business, the approval of the School City of Hammond clerical contract.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and probably second for the to table the School City of Hammond clerical contract. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Item B. Mr. Salinas, could you explain that a little bit?
Yes, ma'am. The next item is the approval of the Hammond Education Foundation ACORN grant for Irving Elementary School. This grant will supply students with headphones to use during class and test assignments.
Trustees, do I hear a motion?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the HEF ACORN grant for Irving Elementary School as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second for the approval of the HEF ACORN grant for Irving Elementary School. Are there any questions? Any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Approval of agreement between School Care and School City of Hammond. Mr. Salinas, please.
Yes. This is submitted by our Supervisor of Health Services, Ms. Kelly Flynn. The School Care platform for health services will assist with organizing student care in schools. Students with good care and mitigation strategies helps with students' attendance. School Care will help health staff provide patient-centered care for acute and chronic conditions so that students can be included in school without less health worries. School Care also has an app for parent communication about health office visits. Nurses can be billed with Medicaid for nursing services via the School Care that is provided to students on Medicaid. So this is part of our health services department.
It's for all students.
Yes, for all students.
Okay. Do I hear a motion for item C?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the agreement between School Care and the School City of Hammond as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second for the approval of the agreement between School Care and the School City of Hammond. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Item D, approval of agreement between School City of Hammond and Fax Education Solutions for Andrean High School. Now, that's going to take some explanation. Mr. Salinas.
I'd be happy to. So the next items, item D, item E, and item F, are for approval of items for the parochial schools in our area. As many of you know, when we receive federal funding, we have an equitable share that has to be shared with our parochial schools. And so again, you may ask, why are we sharing money with Andrean? And that is because there are students who attend Andrean School who are Hammond residents. So we have students that attend St. John the Baptist, St. John Bosco. Those parochial schools are in Hammond, and so we have a share of our federal dollars that goes with them. However, if there are students who attend parochial schools even outside of the city limits of Hammond, but they are Hammond residents, we are obligated to share money with them. So that is a federal obligation because we are a school corporation that receives federal dollars. And so what I wanted to share is that Fax Education is a professional development, coaching, and instructional services that uses evidence-based products and training methods. So the staff at that school who will be provided this professional development, it is for their benefit. However, the federal dollars from our school system will finance this professional development for those schools. And again, people may not understand or agree. We do not have a say in the matter. It is a federal obligation that we have to do.
Thank you for that explanation, and I hope everyone understands. All right, do I hear a motion for the approval of item D?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the agreement between School City of Hammond and Fax Education Solutions for Andrean High School as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second by Trustee Candelera that we approve the agreement between School City of Hammond and Fax Education Solutions for Andrean High School. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Item E, do I hear a motion?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the agreement between School City of Hammond and Fax Education Solutions for City Baptist as presented.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the agreement between School City of Hammond and Fax Education Solutions for City Baptist. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Item F, do I hear a motion?
Madam President,
Trustee Candelera.
I move for the approval of the agreement between School City of Hammond and Fax Education Solutions for Hammond Baptist School as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and properly second that we approve the agreement between School City of Hammond and Fax Education Solutions for Hammond Baptist. Are there any questions? Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Motion carried. Thank you very much. We have completed the new business. Mr. Salinas.
Our next agenda item is the upcoming calendar of board meetings.
Our upcoming board meetings are Tuesday, November 4th, executive session, 5:15 p.m. The same day, November 4th, that is a Tuesday, regular school board meeting at 6 p.m. On Tuesday, November 18th, an executive session, 5:15 p.m. here at the Administration Center, and on Tuesday, November 18th, school board meeting, 6 p.m. So there'll be 2 meetings in November and possibly only 1 meeting in December. And I always like to remind everyone at this time that we do have openings for our WJOB show every 3rd Wednesday of the month. So we're looking to applaud any of our teachers, our students, our custodians, our paras. It's up to you. You just notify Mrs. Lopez at her office, and we'll get you on WJOB, someone you should know. And we have a ball with that show every morning. Thank you very much. That's our calendar for the month, upcoming month. Mr. Salinas.
Thank you. Our next item is public expression, second period. Trustee Stanford, or the yellow crayon.
All right, our first speaker is Dr. Michaela.
We managed to get through so much business lately, just so quickly, that sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I was just up here. I did notice on the personnel report that we have 2 new positions allegedly coming out of education fund. And I was kind of like questioning that because one of them even sounds like it would not necessarily be just general education fund. It might be something else. So maybe we can just receive some clarification on all these new positions at some point and where things are actually coming from. Because sometimes, like maybe things get miscommunicated or things like that. But I do think that helps in terms of like transparency things. I think somebody had mentioned something about Kelly Services. I think obviously there's a history there. People are eager to return to a time where there's more things done in-house, and I think that a lot of districts have gone through that, right? You get stuck with a weird contractor for a while, and then you have to just kind of reassert that, that's a thing you need to do for yourself. And I really do think that, I have full confidence and hope in your HR department that they can do the full extent of their job as they did before, and we have some newer people in there, I think, that will do a great job in that respect. So very, very excited. Hopefully that's the direction things are going. I was looking for my notes about, of all things, like the IREAD, the this, the that, because I still had some things that I wanted to highlight, but I don't think I can find my notes tonight, unfortunately. We'll see. I do think it's really important, like, we've had a lot of situations across many districts where either there's threats because somebody hears the name of a school and they think it's a school here, and then they start saying crazy stuff, and then, you know, I think that might have been a more like Whiting thing or something. But between that and just like when you see like federal enforcement people out on the streets and there's guns drawn and stuff like that, I am just of the very firm opinion that a gun is a gun is a gun. Doesn't matter who's holding it. Like if people have weapons that are brandished anywhere, like that should be treated just the same as if two dudes on a street are getting into a fight and somebody, you know, pulls a gun. Because if, you know, a student gets hit by a stray bullet or something, like it's not going to matter who held the gun. That student's still going to be like injured and hopefully nothing more than that. But prevention is always really important. So like whatever we can do to make sure that, you know, everybody knows, you know, if worse comes to worse and something scary outside is happening, that we take every precaution we need to, and that's something I think a lot of districts are thinking about these days. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, Wanda Puckett.
Okay, I'm back. This is what I'd like to know. Superintendent got his license. We ain't gonna hire. We ain't gonna do no job fair on him. He in-house. We don't need no out-house coming in-house. He already got his license. We're gonna keep him. I'm serious on that. So when it come down to vote him in, he already in. Y'all don't want me to get the neighborhood rallied up to bring him down here so he can stay, right? Right? You good with me. I don't know about nobody else, but you good with me. Now, there's another thing I want to know. While y'all sitting down here, and we talking about these babies, parents, I will walk your kids to school to make sure they get to school safely. Because y'all know I ain't scared of nothing. As long as I got the men upstairs first. Because I'm covered. Our kids is crying. They scared. We need to calm them down, encourage them to come to school, and nothing gonna happen to them once they get there. Babies are getting to the point now, we got to come together. Divided, we are going to fall. When we come together as one, we can conquer anything. We can climb that mountain and come over that mountain. Stop separating. Come together. This is all we need to do. Whatever the difference is, put it aside. We talking about us. I mean every color. I don't pick and choose who I represent, because I represent all colors. Now, you think you can't get with me and represent all colors, you can step back out that door and don't knock on mine. Because I'm here for everybody. That's all I got to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes second session, public expression.
Superintendent's report.
Good evening, everyone. I have several updates and reports for this evening. First and foremost, I do agree that as we're trying to restore and elevate, information is critical, transparency is critical. A lot of times when people see the term new position, the whistles go off about dollars and cents. This is costing. But one of the things that people do have to understand that as education is evolving and education is progressing, the Indiana Department of Education is also requiring new courses, new graduation pathways, things that we've never had before. For example, computer science, right? Those kind of things are courses that we've never had before. And now the IDOE is saying you must have and you must offer. And so our challenge is to, first of all, find licensed people who have those credentials, but we also have to make sure that we offer those. So back in the day, there were courses that we didn't have to offer. Now, as we look at, again, graduation requirements and different requirements for not only graduation, but for even our elementary students, there are different course offerings that we must offer. With that comes having to create positions within the district. So these aren't things that we necessarily just do because, again, we think it's cool or nice to have. A lot of times they're requirements to do that. But I do understand the concern. And so my job is to be as transparent as possible whenever we have situations like this. So again, those are some of the reasons why we have new positions. The other thing I wanted to state is that I've been very blessed to be out at several buildings. I want to thank Dr. Goodlow for inviting us to STEMtober. We had an amazing time at Eggers. I'm sure the board members will talk about that a little bit later. But we had middle schoolers. I have never seen middle schoolers so excited to be at school. Middle schoolers loved coming to school, and they were proud, they were excited. It was the evening, and they said they weren't even interested in going home yet because they were so happy to be there at Eggers Middle School. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you for sharing your beautiful students with us. And I think we even met some entrepreneurs there as well who had a side hustle on top of going to school, right? So all these fantastic things are happening. I also was at Jefferson Elementary in one of the first grade classrooms reading. Mrs. Raquel Sturzik invited me to read. And when we asked the students, first graders, what they thought the superintendent's job was, they all said, your job, and this is profound from the mouth of first graders, your job is to take care of us. Oh, wow. So true. I looked at them and said, you're right. That's it. Your job is to take care of us, right? That put everything into perspective. It put everything into perspective. Mr. Alex Sarajewski was our latest WJOB guest, and he had students talk about Makerspace, which is pretty impressive that many of our students know what they are, love them, and are using them for everyday life. Yes. So just another highlight of the great things that are happening in the school city of Hammond. But again, hats off to the principals, right? Thank you again for everything you guys do in terms of leadership, dedication, creativity. We know it's a hard time right now. It's a very tough time, not only in our community, across the country, and you show up every day, and you're there for your staff, you're there for your families, you're there for your kids, and sometimes your buildings are the safest places for them. Those are where they get their hugs, that's where they get their encouragement, that's where they get their meals, and that's where they get their smiles, their high fives. And this wouldn't happen if we didn't have the principals that we do in Hammond. So thank you for everything that you do. Please don't ever think that you are not appreciated. We all appreciate you. I think you all know how I feel about you. Thank you very much, principals. Several district updates. We have an event coming up, Step In and Step Up is our substitute job fair. Wednesday, October 29th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. here at 41 Williams in room 118, which is the room we're in today. We are hiring substitutes for multiple positions, including teachers, aides, nurses, bus staff, and food service. So this is our Step In and Step Up substitute teacher job fair, Wednesday, October 29th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. here in this room. The Hammond Early Learning Center Fall Family Festival, Tuesday, October 22nd, 4:30 to 6 p.m. Families are invited for an evening of fun and community connection with our youngest learners here in the school city of Hammond. Believe it or not, we are right around the corner with our parent-teacher conferences and our e-learning day. So we're going to have an e-learning day where kids are at home, but it is not a day off. Kids are going to be e-learning. Monday, November 3rd, conferences will coincide with an e-learning day for all students. Parents, you will receive information in terms of dates, times, and expectations for that day from your school. Very excited for this one. We are going to have the open house for Survive Alive. How many of you remember Survive Alive from back in the day, right? Thanks to the leadership of Mr. Jeremy Hicks at the Area Career Center, we are bringing it back, and we're having an open house on November 3rd from 12 to 6 p.m. This also includes a pasta dinner, which is a fundraiser, $15 per person from 12 to 2 and 4 to 6 at the Area Career Center. And as always, we are kicking off our kindness campaign, Coffee and Conversations, Thursday, November 6th, 4:30 p.m. at Harding Elementary School, open to the community as part of our district-wide kindness initiative. And as we wrap up Hispanic Heritage Month, I would like to take a moment to recognize an alumni from the School City of Hammond, Mr. Rudy Chapa, class of 1975 from Hammond High School. He is a state champion runner, a national record holder who went on to hold a distinguished collegiate and professional career with Nike. His success embodies perseverance, excellence, and community pride, and we could not close the month of Hispanic Heritage Month without recognizing Mr. Rudy Chapo, one of our very own success stories, out doing great things in the world. And in closing, we remain dedicated to fostering excellence, inclusion, opportunity for every student. We acknowledge how scary it is right now for our community. We do. And again, I cannot thank the schools enough for making those buildings and those classrooms a safe place for our families. Thank you. We acknowledge that it's scary. We will do everything we can to make School City of Hammond a welcoming and safe place for all students. Thank you. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Mr. Salinas. Now our agenda calls for our reports from the board. Do you have any reports from the board?
I would just like to explain why we're dressed as crayons. We don't do this all the time, but since it is the month of Halloween and we won't be meeting before Halloween, we wanted to wear something school-related as our Halloween costumes.
And some of us are just stubborn.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I have one
Yeah,
from the
Justine.
stubborn crayon. He touched on the coffee and conversation coming up November 6th. I wanted to remind everybody about the reflections deadline that is Halloween, which is next Friday? Oh my goodness. We've got some awesome submissions so far, so just keep encouraging your kids. Thank you, principals, talking about Principal Appreciation Month every month for you. Seriously, thank you so much for helping us with that. And then in the spirit of that as well, I wanted to share some trunk or treats. I know, I believe Ms. Karamar shared them earlier on the School City page. Jefferson, because most of them are hosted by PTAs. So Jefferson's is this Thursday from 5 to 6:30. Morton's is this Friday from 5 to 7. Franklin's they're combining theirs with a book fair and a reading night. That is this Friday from 4:30 to 6:30. Also Friday from 5 to 6:30 is Burns Hicks Trunk or Treat. The trick or treat at Irving is next Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30. Hapa Harvest Trunk or Treat is at Hammond Central October 30th from 5 to 7. And I know Harding's Trunk or Treat is also tomorrow. Mr. Liskey, can you remind me of the time? Ms. Horgan? Our reigning champion over there, Ms. Horgan. You said 5 to 6:15? Yes. Okay. And I don't think Edison's was on here. Mr. Grimm, I know you guys have one coming up Thursday. What time? I put you on the spot, I'm sorry. I'll give you the 30 seconds. While he's pulling that up, I wanted to share the Hammond Council PTA. We finally got a Facebook page, so follow that. Follow along with us as we post and share everything that's coming up, especially that Wizards game. We are so excited. The Wizards actually created the event for us, so we'll be sharing that soon. You got that for me? Awesome. Okay, so that's Thursday from 5 to 7 at Edison, and I'll shut up now.
Wow. Send me that list. I just knew of two. My
That's
goodness.
a lot.
We got a lot of running around. Are there any more? Okay. I just have 3 announcements. First of all, I would like to thank State Representative Carolyn Jackson. She provided School City of Hammond 200 booklets, and it's the Guide to Higher Education in Indiana, and it lists every school and university, every college and university in the state of Indiana to attend, with all the information, numbers, phone numbers, how to do your forms, and we got them to our counselors. So parents, if you're listening, especially juniors or even seniors, if you think you want to go to Indiana College University, this booklet is a wealth of information. And for her to provide that for us is tremendous. And so State Representative Carolyn Jackson, I really appreciate her for that. And secondly, our own Chef Jack, he did it again. Yesterday, they hosted the first Culinary Arts Program hosted their first ever international Chef's Day celebration. All of our middle schoolers, I didn't get to go. I don't know how I missed it, but we were just all over the place. Students from Eggers and Scott Middle School joined them for a day filled with testing, chef demonstrations, educational stations, and just some of their partners was just outstanding. All of the major restaurants in the area, Asparagus, Rosebud, they helped our culinary program. Mr. Hicks, am I missing something? It was just so tremendous. You'd have thought it was well, it was international, but it was beyond international here in the city of Hammond. Here at School City of Hammond, our little old city hosted the first international day of culinary events. So again, hats off to Chef Jax. He's such a tremendous gentleman. He is definitely a resource to us and all of his students. So I just wanted to say thanks to him. And last but not least, our reporter, Jack Helms, he has another article out. One of our own students, Hammond Central Junior, and he writes for the GreatNews.Live Student Voices, and his article is entitled Hammond Central's Fall Season Brims with Energy and Heart. Our own put this story together, and I suggest you go to GreatNews.Live and read that article. It's just heart-filling that our own student, a junior, volunteered, and his writing skills are impeccable. School City of Hammond. This is our own. We're elevating and we're restoring. Thank you very much. That concludes my report. Is there anything else, Superintendent? Well, anyway, is there anything else to bring to our attention? Well, do we hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So
Second.
Adjourn. Everybody.